We're going live. We're live. Yeah. All right. Uh yeah, we're gonna get into this. Give it a second. We're usually having about 6 people log in to view these, so I'll wait till we get to like 4 or 5, or if it's been a couple minutes, I'll continue on. Hopefully everybody went and got their test. If you did not get your test, you need to contact the office and set something up. I honestly haven't talked to the office to see what they had going. Uh, like see what their situation was. Like, oh yeah, so and so didn't come get their test today. Uh, haven't really been talking to the office that not much at all because I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me, and then I get to kind of do. It's easier for me to not communicate as much. But yeah, we're still sitting at 2, so yeah, I might take tomorrow and edit some of these videos up into like something a little bit more concise, so that people coming back and wanting to rewatch stuff don't have to sit through this part where I'm just talking. Uh, yeah, yeah, uh, I don't know where I was gonna what I was gonna say. Uh, yep, lost it, lost the thought. Oh well. Uh, yeah, we are just waiting a minute. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. All right. As a general rule, it is always safer to assume that any conductors you are working around are energized. Yeah, it's obviously always safer. Uh, just like if you're in the kitchen, assume the pan is hot. Uh, yeah. Sometimes equipment. Yeah. So sometimes what you're working on has to be on. You can't see a span fin. You can't see a fan spin without uh, turning power to it. You can't. There's just so much you can't do without doing it, like without turning it on and doing it. So, as long as it's not like you can change a receptacle without the power on, there's no problem changing a receptacle without power on. But once you get into like reading voltage, like at the end of the job, making sure everything's working, you don't need. You have to turn the power on for that. This is a. They're talking about a voltage indicator. You don't have to touch the bare conductor with it. You just it contacts and you're good. Or it senses the excuse me. It senses the magnetic field around the wire and can tell you whether it's on. That is one thing. They call these widowmakers, and that's because people get the assumption that it can tell you when something is off. But all it tells you is whether something is on, or whether something has electricity flowing in it. Which, that's a very small difference, right? It's it's almost the same thing. Like, is it on or off? But it's a Schrodinger's cat type thing. Uh, the indicator will tell you, yes, it is on. But if it doesn't say anything, it may just not be detecting the voltage. And there could be voltage there. So unless you have used a meter to verify that it is on or off, verify voltage, assume it's hot. Uh, what you would use, the proper use case for this tool is to check receptacles or check whether something is hot. So like, hey, I turned this breaker on. Can you see if that wire's hot over there? And you go over there and you check the wire with that tool. But you shouldn't use it to check and see if a receptacle is dead and whether you can touch it or not. I hope that explained everything. I'll get off my soapbox now. Yes. Okay, I'm still in the frame. I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't be in the frame at all. What should always be done with any voltage indicator or tester before checking a circuit to see if it is energized? You should check it against a circuit that is known to be energized to verify that the tester is operating. So check it against something hot, then come back and check what you were wanting to check. Some of them, like some more modern ones, have a light on them that tells you, hey, this is on. Like, tells you that the voltage indicator is on. And then when you check stuff, it'll tell you. Like, the light will change a different color. I think some of them, like, buzz. Like, have a little vibration motor in it. So whenever you get close to something hot, it, like, buzzes in your hands. I don't like those. I don't like electrical meters and stuff that vibrate in your hands. They're I was handed one time and not told that it was going to vibrate whenever I touched something hot, and we had just taken it out of the package. Nobody knew it was it would vibrate, and I threw it on the ground. Like I was paying attention to the prongs because I didn't want to touch the thing that's hot, and I touched the prongs and it's just started vibrating in my hand. I threw it on the ground and like backed up. Like, oh wait, I'm being silly. This is obviously not about to blow up, but it was just like a reflex. All right, solenoid type voltage testers are rated for intermittent duty only and cannot be energized for more than 15 seconds at a time. I have one. I have a solenoid type voltage indicator, and I think it voltage tester, and I think it might be on my desk at work. What it is, a solenoid is a magnetic coil, and it has a plunger in it that when the coil is energized, the plunger goes up and marks a line. And you don't have to take my word for it. Let's look up. Solenoid type voltage tester. Here is a good one, but it's not it doesn't have images. See if we have one with a close-up. I don't see any close-ups of one. But suffice to say, it has some bars on the side of it for like 120, 240, 480 maybe. I don't know that they go up to 480. But it's got some bars on the side, and the plunger goes up to the level of voltage that it's at. But you shouldn't leave it on for more than 15 seconds because it is a magnetic coil that magnetizes and pulls the plunger, or pushes the plunger. Single pole, single throw switch is normally wired in series. So switches are wired in series with the thing that they switch. That's how a switch works. If you let's do this one. Control A, delete. if you have, you know, and I'm going to use ladder logic real quick, just, since y'all don't know what ladder logic, I'll make the connection. So if you come out of here, and you have your switch, and you have your light, you can turn the switch on or off, and it'll turn the light on or off. If you wire it in parallel with the load, then it's not doing anything. Like right now, there's a wire, a hot wire going straight to the light, and whether you flip this switch or not, well, technically, if you turn the switch on, it would turn the light off because it would blow the breaker. So it'll work once. All right. Oh, we got 11 out of 11 out of 12. So we're only missing one. A four-way switch is used in conjunction with two three-way switches to control a single load, such as a light fixture from blank locations. So, four-way switches, the way they work, I use the same delete and delete. So a four-way switch is used with three-way switches. So you have your connections. I will draw the. So this switch, you can flip it either way. Ooh, that was bad. And then you got so these two this switch, this is a four-way, and this will be a three-way. So right now this isn't operating because if you follow the solid lines, the current flows here down and it tracks this line down here and it doesn't hit a thing. But if you flipped any switch in this, like if you flip this switch and now it's going down here, goes down, travels up here, and then down here, and it goes to the end. And you can wire as many four ways as you want in this situation. Just to control it from more locations. So 3 or more locations is a four-way. Then finally, a receptacle is 2 receptacles. A duplex. Oh, y'all got this one. A duplex receptacle is 2 receptacles with a common body and mounting means designed to accept 2 plugs. A single receptacle would just be 1 plug. A duplex is what we use normally. I don't believe there are triplexes or fourplexes. An outlet receptacle is just like a broader term for receptacles. Yeah. So, I'm just going to give it just a few more seconds. But yeah, that is these 2 lessons. If you look back at my YouTube channel, I have renamed a group of the lessons so that there is a set of DC Theory Level 2 lessons that have the correct names. So people could search them on my YouTube channel and find, oh, here's the Lesson 5 video. Alright. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and finish. I've been finishing early, finishing the videos early other days, and I feel like I'm cutting people short sometimes. Lesson 8. This is the last one. So let's get it going. Good luck, everybody. Have fun with it. I will see you guys at 5 o'clock. Oh, wait, no, don't finish. In the stream, not the quiz.